connections from Jaipur. Today, I would like to reflect with you about such a great personality as Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the father of the nation as he is called, Mahatma Gandhi. Dear friends, he was born in 1869 and he died in 1948. Several years have passed, but we see his figure every day on the currency notes. And then we celebrate 2nd of October, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi, as a very special day. It is also a day we remember Lal Bahadur Shastri, one of our great Prime Ministers of India. There are a lot of people who really adore Gandhi, not only in India, but all over the world, as someone who is very, very special. Not like Hitler or not like Mussolini, not like any other person, but as someone who was more spiritual than political. But he was both. He was a politician, but also someone who had a great soul, the MHATMA, as he was rightly called. And we know very well about him, about his Sarvodaya, about his Satyagraha, we know about his Ahimsa. All this is known to us. But is he just a historical figure? That is the point that I would like to discuss with you today. Is he simply someone who fought for India's independence? Is he simply another politician in this world? Is he simply somebody who happens to be the father of the nation? It is not so. He is not merely an historical figure. He is someone who lives in our hearts even today. As he rightly said, my life is my message. Can you and I say this? When we evaluate our life, we know that we cannot say that it is my message, because we live a double life. We say what we want to say, but we don't live that life. But Mahatma Gandhi was an authentic person. Someone lived according to the way he wanted to think about. Someone who did what he thought was right. He did make mistakes. And in his autobiography, he said, I have come to pursue truth. For truth is as old as the hills. I have nothing new to say to the world, he said. But my Satyagraha, that is fighting for truth, will never end. And in his autobiography, he writes many mistakes that he makes. He tells his mother, I will not eat meat. He tells his mother, I will not be like that. But he does. But he confesses. He tells that I have moved along and I have forgotten those things which I have been doing. But I am a new person now. And he fights for the rights of the people, not by violence, but by truth. This was something that no one had ever done. And he was not a silent philosopher, someone who wrote so much, but he was a writer, he was a speaker, he was a philosopher, and much more than that, he was someone who was an eternally great soul. Dear friends, there are many people today who feel he is an outdated person. Why should we bother about him? Someone who did not care for modernism. It is not true at all. He fought for truth, he fought for the lowest of low people, and he wanted love to be spread everywhere. And that, he said, can be done by fighting for ahimsa, which is very, very difficult. Now, when we talk about this ahimsa, what is it? What is violence? Are we talking about only fights that are going on in Ukraine and Russia or in Israel or anywhere else? No. Hinsa is in my heart. I am a violent person because I hate people most of the time. I love only people who love me. I only accept people who belong to my religion or my caste and also maybe my nation. But can I really love people who hate me, who don't like me, who do disservice to me, who cheat me? No, that is not easy. Gandhi never moves away from that. He fights for the rights of the people, no doubt, whether it is in South Africa or in India. But he never hates anyone. That is not his way. His way is way of love and love alone. That is the way he pursued. That is why such a great person as Einstein said, generations will hardly believe that a person like him ever walked on the top of this earth. Person with flesh and blood. What does this flesh and blood mean? There are no stories around him. There are no angels around him. There are no myths around him. He is what he was and he is what he wrote. He lived accordingly. That is what Mahatma Gandhi is. Today, when the whole world recognizes this man and understands the undercurrent with this man, we in India sometimes believe, what is he? He is nothing at all. And sometimes we believe he did not even get the Nobel Prize or the Bharat Ratna. 5 times he was nominated for Nobel Peace Prize, but it was not given to him. The last time they were about to give him, and then he was assassinated in 1948. Thereafter, the committee of Nobel Peace Prize said that it is not Gandhi who missed something, but we who missed having Gandhi in our list. That is the tribute that Mahatma Gandhi got. And someone said, why should we not give him Bharat Ratna? Why should we give him? He is the Ratna himself. We cannot give him another Ratna. Dear friends, it is not just I am talking in praise of him. It is something that we should realize that as we live as Indians, are we hating people? Are we hating people because they belong to another caste? Are we hating people because they don't look like us, they don't talk like us, they don't have the same culture? That comes automatically to us. But within our heart there are 2 things. Violence as well as non-violence. That depends upon us. When we come spiritually deeper, then we have what we call Amrit, ambrosia. And that is possible when we go deep within. So Gandhi in a way was connected to God vertically and was connected to his people horizontally. He had both the things. And he did not fear anyone. Even when he went to England with hardly any clothes on his body, he was asked, why did you go on dressing up? And he said, because my people live like that. Majority of them. They are untouchables. They are people who are rejected by others. Therefore, I want to identify with them. And he said, the king, he has got plenty of clothes. That doesn't matter. So he wasn't afraid of anyone. He was beaten up. He was put in the jail. And all sorts of things done against him. But he never hated any of his people. My dear friends, these are eternal values. Today we are not only celebrating a holiday, we are celebrating something so deep, so great a person who is not only revered in India to some extent, but much more revered all over the world. History can never forget him. Sometimes we feel violence can achieve something. What does it achieve? What happened to the First World War and the Second World War? Where are the Hitlers? Where are the Mussolinis? Where are all those people who killed everyone? Are they day to day? They may be in the history books, nothing more than that. But Gandhi lives in our hearts forever. For Gandhi is not only by his name, but by his deeds. He is the one who is that ansh of God Almighty, who God gave himself to us as a testimony of his living with us. He is the great Mahatma Gandhi. We not only salute him, but he tells us to walk in his footprints. So that in a country like ours, where we are divided by caste, where we are divided by cultures, where we are divided by regions, we are but one nation, one Mahan Bharat. That we should realize. We may achieve something by hating others, but we will achieve greater peace, greater swachhata, greater joy by accepting his values, not merely his figure. Thank you and God bless you.